Hello guys, welcome back to the inequality topics. And this video we can continue with finding the equation, finding the condition for the set of quadratic equation have the roots. The quadratic equation will have a three case for roots. It means when the delta is less than 0. The quadratic equation will have no root. When delta equal to 0, the quadratic equation will have the equal root on or only one root. And when the delta of the quadratic equation have the positive, so the quadratic equation will have the real and distinct root. So in this video we have to continue with finding the condition for the roots of the quadratic equation. And for example, in this exercise you have maybe the 10 question about finding the condition. And first one we will try with the question A. The question A is the equation x squared minus 6x plus k equal to 0 have the equal root. The equal root will tell you have to find the condition for the delta equal to 0. So we have to compare to the formula of the delta. When the delta equal to 0, it means b squared minus 4ac is mean minus 6 squared minus 4a equal to 1 and c equal to k have to be equal to 0. So 36 minus 4k equal to 0 and k will be equal to 9. Yes, this question is quite easy. Question B had the real and distinct root is mean the delta greater than 0. So delta greater than 0 is mean the b squared means 4 minus 4a and c and greater than 0. So we come back to the linear inequality. It means the 4 have to be greater than 4k, and k divide both sides of this inequality by 4. So we get the 1 to be greater than k. Yes, that's quite easy in the linear inequality. But in the next question, you have to face to the quadratic inequality. And of course, in the previous video, in the inequality part 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think you have to you know how to find the condition. Question C has no real root. No real root, it means the delta has to be less than 0. So we find delta first of question C, minus 3 squared minus 4a and c less than 0. So this is 9 minus 4k and less than 0. And we move from the minus 4k become from the left to the right hand side of the inequality. So you got this inequality, and k will be greater than 9 over 4. Divide both sides by 4. Okay. Question D has real root. Has real root here, you don't know this is a equal root or the distinct root. So I just set up the condition for this. Here is a delta has to be greater than or equal to 0. So we set up delta first, k squared minus 4ac and greater than or equal to 0. So we got the k squared minus 16 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic inequality. So the first step one, you have to find the value of k for set this function equal to 0. It means the k squared minus 16 equal to 0, and you will get the k will be equal to plus or minus 4. And step 2, place the two values of k in the x-axis, and don't forget to rearrange this value. So minus 4 in the left and 4 in right. So the question, the value of a is mean the coefficient of the second degree term is mean here is 1. So a will be equal to 1, positive. So the part of the part 1 and the part 3 will be positive. So the middle interval is the negative, different with the both side, both outside interval. So from this one you got here is a positive, negative and positive. And the question asks you about the sign of the delta is greater than or equal 0, so it means a positive. So sorry, this is k. So I will set k will be positive. It means less than or equal to -4. We have an equal sign here because the delta can be equal to 0. So I have to take both the -4 and 4 value. And then k will be greater than or equal to 4. Yes, you know about the equal sign here. This is a condition of the question D. K less than or equal to -4 and k greater than or equal to 4. Question E. Equal roots, it means delta equal to 0. So delta equal to 1 square minus 4a and c. 1 minus or plus 4k equal to 0 and 4k equal to -1 and k equal to -1 over 4. K equal to -1 over 4. This is a question of E. That's quite easy, huh? Question F. The equation no real solution. Delta less than 0. So I will set up the k square minus 4ac less than 0. So k square will be plus with 12k less than 0. So this is a quadratic inequality. So the step 1, you have to find the value of k for this function have to be equal to 0. Just like the previous video, I talked about the inequality of quadratic equation. Equal to 0, so it means k will be outside with the factorizing this function, and k plus 12 will be equal to 0. And here is k equal to 0, it means you have the two cases, first one here, and k equal to -12. K equal to -12. And step 2, we set up the value of the k in the x-axis, k here, -12, 0. So the value of coefficient of the second degree term is 1. So positive, this is positive, this is positive, and the middle interval will be negative. I want to take the positive negative interval, so I just take the 12 minus 12 less than k and less than 0. We continue with question J. G is perhaps real and distinct root. It means the delta will be greater than 0. So we have no equal 0 in here because it is a distinct root. And we will set the delta of question J is equal to 2 square minus 4a and c. 4 minus 4k plus 8 will be greater than 0. So 12 minus 4k will be greater than 0. And then I will move the 12 from the left hand side, come to the right hand side, be minus 12. I have to change the sign. So divide both sides of this inequality by 4, minus 4, sorry. So because you divide both sides of the inequality for the negative number, so you have to change the sign of the inequality from the greater than will be the less than. So the final result is k will be less than, this is 3. Yes, so the k will be less than 3. Okay. And the question 8 have the equal roots. It means the delta will be equal to 0. Delta will be equal to 0. So k square minus k square 4a and c will be equal to 0. So this is k square minus sk equal to 0. So k minus 8 equal to 0. So this case will be k minus 8 equal to 0. k equal to 0 and k equal to 8. Yeah. Question I. The equation has no real root. No real root, it means the delta has to be less than 0. So delta is k squared minus 4a and c less than 0. So k squared here minus sk plus 12 will be less than 0. So the step 1, you have to find the value of k for this function equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, so you want to find the value of k to set this function equal to 0. It means you have to find the delta. You can call it as a delta, the sub delta. Okay, so delta here is a minus 8 squared, meaning the 64 minus 4a and c. C and c, so it means the 64 will be minus 84 will be 16. So k1 equal to 8 plus square root of 16 divided by 2, 2a, yeah. So 8, 4, 12, 12 divided by 2, 6. K2 s minus the square root of 16 divided by 2, it means 8 minus 4 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so you get the two value of k for this function equal to 0. So after that, step 2, you set the two value, 2 in here, 6 in here, and the coefficient of the secondary term is 1. 1 is positive, so positive will be the outside interval, and the middle interval will be the negative. So the condition tells you have to find the interval for negative values. So I will take the inside, the middle interval. It means the 2 less than k and less than 6. Question I. Okay. Okay. Question J. You have to rearrange all of them because the value of b have to be all the coefficient times with the first degree variable. So this value is b, and has a real root. It means the delta has to be greater than or equal to 0. And you have to set the delta is k minus 1 squared minus 4a and c. So k squared minus 2k plus 1 minus 36. So k squared minus 2k minus 35 will be less than or greater than or equal to 0. So this is the quadratic inequality. You have to find this condition. So step 1, find the value for this one equal to 0. This means you have to find the delta. Delta is 4 minus 4a and minus 35. So 4 will be plus with the 0, 4, 0, 1, 4, 0. So it is 144. Yes. So k1 will be the minus b is mean the 2 plus with the square root of the 144 divided by 2 is 12. 12 plus 2, 14. 14 divided by 2, 7. K2 2 minus 12 minus 5, minus 10 minus 10 divided by 2 is minus 5. So So step 2, you set the both z value in the x-axis or the horizontal axis. This is k, and the -5 will be left and 7 will be right, and the coefficient of this quadratic equation is 1, of the second degree 1, so a will be equal to 1, positive. So the path 3 is positive, path 1 is positive, and the immediate interval will be the negative. I have to find the value positive or equal to 0, so it means the final result, this one is k, had to be skip the middle interval. And I take, of course, you have to take the both the point here is, so k will be less than or equal to -5, and k will be greater than or equal to 7. Yes, of course, this question is not easy, but I think you can work by yourself first, and you watch about this video, and I think you understand more. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and in this video is useful for you to learning the inequality about the linear equation or the quadratic equation. Please subscribe, share, or like if you like. Okay, thank you so much, and see you again in the next video.